Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Addison, whatever time you're listening, and thank you for joining us for our ASD Chat for All podcast. We have lots of fun and exciting things on the horizon for Addison School District 4, and this podcast allows us the opportunity to connect with our parents and guardians, families, and community to celebrate our students, their accomplishments, and so much more. Your hosts for this podcast are ASD4 Superintendent Dr. Nick Sutton and myself, Dean Constantopoulos. You interested in hearing more about what's going on in District 4? Come on in and have a chat. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us again for another episode of our ASD Chat for All podcast. My name is Dean Constantopoulos. I'll be one of your hosts this afternoon, and I'm joined with my co-host, Dr. Nick Sutton. Nick, the beginning of the year has started. We've got kids that are excited, and a little birdie told me that we have a little Addison Great Shake coming up soon, possibly.
I got to tell you, Dean, I didn't know what you were going to say. So, no, it's true. For those of you familiar, that was a real cool soft skills competition that involved junior high kids last year. It was great. It involved community members, different experiences, different events, and it really puts a spotlight that being able to shake somebody's hand, look them in the eye, talk with a little charisma and confidence, they're important traits. And so, yeah, no, Dean is right. Year 2 of this is coming, and more information will be coming soon.
Exactly, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we have an awesome guest with us. Today we have Cathy Ales. She is the new assistant principal, one of the new assistant principals here at Indian Trail Junior High School. So, Cathy, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me here today.
Of course. So let's go ahead and just hop right in. So we obviously know who you are, but for anybody that's listening, so who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe a little bit about your background in education.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you. I have been in education since 2005, and I come from Valley View. I joined Valley View back in 2005 as a parapro in the bilingual program. I became certified staff in 2011, and I worked in R.C. Hill for a year and a half as a 5th grade elementary teacher.
Oh, cool.
Did a little short stint of time in 1st grade, and my true love, of course, is 7th grade language arts. Went back to 7th grade language arts, stayed there, got my admin degree, and came in as a key leader, moved over to our ad center in human resources, worked there for 2 years, and then this beautiful opportunity came open at Addison Trail, and the population speaks to me. It mirrors very much the population that I'm interested in working with. It is 70% Hispanic, and so it was an opportunity that I thought was interesting and provided something that the work that I find value in, and so I took a chance and I came over.
Well, that's so cool, and I love that you mention our demographic, and I love that you also talked about how you've got experience in the classroom as well, and I know particularly in 7th grade language arts. So that must have been a pretty cool transition to go from 7th grade in the classroom to going to junior high as an admin. So that's kind of a cool step.
It is kind of fun. It's always nice to be back in middle school. You have to have a special place in your heart for middle school students. 7th grade is definitely a fun year as they're finding their voice.
Yeah.
So Indian Trail is a great place to be, and our staff is incredibly dedicated to our students and incredibly welcoming. So truly blessed to be here.
Excellent.
Well, congratulations. And no, it must be in kind of the Addison 4 DNA. I was a former 7th grade language arts teacher. I really enjoyed it. And I would agree. Like, educators that want to go the junior high, middle school route, like, you either really kind of want to, or you just have like a different kind of passion somewhere else. So no, I was definitely a middle school person. So obviously, congratulations on joining the greatest district and greatest administrative team.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but so that's a huge school. Lots of staff, lots of kids, lots of programs. what are the things that you kind of find yourself most passionate about specifically over there that you're like, I really kind of get to work into this, or I am starting to learn more about this program and I'd like to see this take the next step. So where does your brain go with that?
So we have so many great opportunities over at IT, and one of them, the beautiful opportunities that I'm really kind of diving into right now is our dual language program. And it is taking a nice hold there, and just seeing it develop and seeing us bring the dual language program in and getting a hold of what that looks like and how we're developing that so that we are bringing in biliteracy and the biliteracy seal to our students. So providing those opportunities for our students and then the staff itself. Also there, we have some opportunities just within the program, the building itself. It has been re-renovated and the library is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've seen it lately, but we do have an author visit coming up. Our librarian has worked.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
hard.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
wonderful.
yes. Sue Kiss does have an author visit coming. So Alone is the book that is featured, and Megan Freeman is the author that will spend some time with us.
Very cool. So lots of fun things on the horizon then. So let me ask you, so I know that, and I'm sure a lot of our community members have noticed as well, just based on parent forums that are going home and things like that, we have a lot of new administration here over at the junior high. So I was wondering, kind of just to pick your brain about that, what do you think are some of the benefits that come with like having a new team come in? And what do you think about this team in particular? Why do you think that this team in particular is going to really do great things for our junior high school?
Well, each one of us has a unique personality and has a great experience. Not only that, we also have the opportunity that we've come together, and I will attribute that to Dr. Sutton. He's spent a great opportunity of bringing us together, and we have formed as a team early on, not just within the five of us, but as a district. So all of the new, the admin here at Addison District 4, but each one of us has different experiences, whether it's been middle school, at the collegiate level, whether they've been assistant principals already or deans, in the classroom, outside of the classroom, in a diverse learning institutions or not, but the ability to come together, to listen to one another and have voice and see a vision and move forward. So each one of us has a different background that we value and look to move forward together in.
I love that.
Man, what a good answer.
Absolutely.
Man, she didn't have that written down, Dean. That was off the top of her head. So
That's right.
you mentioned the author visit, which I think is awesome. I'm glad that you brought that up, but there are all sorts of fun and exciting things coming up at Indian Trail. So what are some of those things? Or I'll even word it this way. If you're a wonderful parent or family member out there listening to this and you're like, what is that one thing that you really want them to know that's coming up that is like, man, they should be proud of this. They should know about this.
So we do have a cross-country meet tonight, of course, but we do have the ice cream social tomorrow,
Yeah.
and we do have over 500 of our families coming, which is amazing.
Oh, wow.
So that is an incredible shout-out just to our families and the support that we've had in the short time that we've been here. Outside of that, we continue to bring, I've heard, and I'm so excited that we've been the champions of the Great Shake. So Gigi will be our champion, and she
Yes.
will be promoting it for IT, and that'll be coming up. So you'll hear more about that in September and October. So stay tuned. There'll be many great things for IT.
Absolutely.
I love it. So, if anybody wants to reach out to you, Cathy, out there in the community to learn more about any of these events for the junior high, what's the easiest way to do so?
You can certainly stop in the building and reach out to me. And of course, you can email me. I'm always here. I'm here for you at any time.
Well, awesome. Thank you very much. Dr. Sutton, what about you? What's the best way to reach out to you?
In Sutton at asd4.org. I'm still hanging out on Twitter/X, whatever it's called anymore, at Dr. Nick Sutton. Dino, what about you?
Same thing. Going to be on Twitter/X at Addison SD4. So Cathy, thank you so much for coming in. We've got a lot of really cool things on the horizon this year for Indian Trail. So I think it's going to be a really cool opportunity for parents who maybe haven't come out before or are looking for opportunities to come out. Now's the time.
It is, and we hope that we see everybody out there at one point or another. Thank you so much for having me today.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming. And for everybody listening, stay tuned for next time. Thank you for tuning in to our ASD Chat for All podcast. Check us out at www.asd4.org, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts for more. We'll be back soon with another episode, so stay tuned.